Ferrari is reportedly gaining ground on Red Bull with their new upgrades, with Helmut Marko well aware of the Scuderia's pace. The 2022 title battle will turn out to be a two-horse fight between Ferrari and Red Bull, although the standings indicate that Red Bull is comfortably ahead. But with the new upgrades, does Ferrari stand a chance of confronting Max Verstappen and Red Bull for the title race? We will be discussing this in today's video. Stay tuned till the end of the video to learn more. Even though Max Verstappen currently leads Ferrari's Charles Leclerc in the Constructors' Championship, it is worth noting that the Ferrari F175 is a high-speed car that the Scuderia has just been unable to capitalise on. Ferrari has been hindered this far by poor reliability, strategy blunders, and driver errors, with Paul Ricard being the most recent example as Leclerc crashed out of the lead. Ferrari is confident though, since according to Automotor, the F175's performance is improving quicker than the Red Bull RB18 with each upgrade. The changes were done meticulously, and improvements were made based on prior racing mistakes. All of this is done to guarantee that their drivers get the car at the highest possible speed and performance. A report states, it looks like Ferrari is currently gaining more ground with its few but targeted upgrades than Red Bull, who are constantly tweaking the underbody. Ferrari's new floor may be a bigger step forward than it appeared on its debut. Marko, Red Bull's advisor and driver program supervisor, cited a qualifying lap by Sainz as an illustration of the enormous pace that Ferrari is currently capable of. He's most likely referring to Sainz's Q2 best time in France, a 1:31.081 that was 9/10 faster than Verstappen's mark in that session. It should be noted that Verstappen's best effort in Q3 was within a tenth of Sainz's time. However, Leclerc claimed pole with a time of 1:30.872. So according to Marko, Red Bull has to sit up and take note. He understands the threat that Ferrari poses and is prepared to face it head-on. Marko said, Sainz did a lap once in qualifying that was out of this world. We were almost a second off then. That must give us pause for thought if they are able to reproduce such times regularly. Verstappen cautioned after the race in France that he was not the 2022 champion yet, adding that Red Bull still had more difficult races ahead of them. According to Ferrari principal Mattia Binotto, our goal is not only to win, but to achieve a 1-2. Nico Rosberg is relishing the thrilling duel between Red Bull Racing and Ferrari, and the former world champion does not believe the title race is over. He also anticipates a collision between Verstappen and Leclerc. Although Max Verstappen has widened his lead over Charles Leclerc in a short time, the Monegasque has been able to close the distance in previous races. He was assisted by a piece of carbon fibre in Silverstone, but Ferrari was the better squad in Austria. Nico Rosberg is not convinced Red Bull Racing is the fastest team, despite Verstappen setting the quickest time in FP3. Rosberg said, I think F1 is as exciting as ever. The title race is still very much on. Ferrari still fast. I would say they still have the edge over Red Bull. Even within a race weekend, the balance between Red Bull Racing and Ferrari may shift dramatically. Ferrari, for example, was faster in FP2, but Verstappen's extended runs appeared to be faster. Rosberg believes this is owing to the Dutchman's lesser downforce. Verstappen and Leclerc might face off again in the Belgian Grand Prix, this time with overtakes on the track. Rosberg is amazed that things are still going so well between the two, even though they had met numerous times at Grand Prix. The former Mercedes driver believes it will be a battle between the Dutchman and the Monegasque. With so many confrontations, it will result in a wheel bang or a different perspective about an occurrence. Rosberg is hoping for it because as a fan, we want to see things heating up a bit more. But has it been like this since the start of the season? The season began with Leclerc and Ferrari on the podium in Bahrain, with Red Bull's fate sealed by reliability issues. Red Bull dominated the second round in Saudi Arabia, securing pole position through Sergio Perez before clawing back late in the race to win through Verstappen. However, in Australia, Leclerc built a dominating lead on race day before Verstappen, who was running second, was forced to withdraw due to vehicle difficulties. The win in Melbourne hinted that Ferrari was gaining ground on its opponents. Still, Red Bull's Imola improvements allowed them to score a near-perfect weekend, leaving the Scuderia behind. However, who has got the real advantage in terms of pace? When it comes to determining who is the fastest, an average of each team's fastest lap during qualification and race day provides a basic picture. Red Bull had steadily gained ground on Ferrari in qualifying, with their 0.178 second deficit in Bahrain gradually growing into a 0.441 second advantage by the time the teams arrived in Australia, although significantly skewed by Carlos Sainz's compromised session. However, on race day, the pendulum swung back and forth, with tyres, weather, strategy, and safety cars all playing a role. For the first time this season, Red Bull finished the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix with a faster average lap time on race day than their competitors, indicating that their modifications may have altered the path of the title battle. However, there is more to how well a vehicle performs on race day than merely the machine's ability. According to five-time race winner John Watson, being in the right team may be more essential than being in the right car during a season where data is being collected. Understanding the vehicle is increasing and acting on that information will be vital. When asked if he would rather drive the Red Bull or Ferrari after the opening 4 races, John Watson added, "You can't take the car in isolation. You've got to take the car, the team, and everything that is around that." I suspect that the Ferrari ultimately is the more compliant or driver-friendly car than the Red Bull. The Red Bull is probably operating in a narrower window, but a very effective window, whereas the Ferrari maybe operates over a broader window that enables Leclerc and Sainz to be pretty effective in the car. Ferrari unveiled its first big upgrade package at the Spanish Grand Prix after Formula One competitor Red Bull gained a couple of tenths via car development. Ferrari leads both the drivers' and constructors' titles after 5 races of the 2022 season, but has been beaten by Red Bull on numerous Grand Prix this season. So far, the two teams have chosen quite different approaches to development. Since a new floor was unveiled during pre-season testing, Ferrari has rarely modified its vehicle substantially, but enough to work for the time being, while Red Bull has incorporated aerodynamic and weight-saving changes, since new side pods and a new floor arrived during the second test. Red Bull's early development rate is unsustainable given the budget cap, as Ferrari has openly said for the first time, but Ferrari team principal Mattia Binotto is aware that to match the pace, they need to improve themselves and offer enhancements. It comes at a critical time for Ferrari since the F175's original specification was excellent enough to compete for pole position at every race, but it has dropped behind the lighter, improved RB18 in race trim. Red Bull has got a few of tenths per lap faster to us, according to Binotto, owing to the enhancements brought to Imola. Ferrari used more downforce than anticipated in Miami after abandoning a plan to employ a lower drag rear wing due to the difficulty of adapting to the new track surface. Do you think Ferrari stands a chance of challenging Red Bull for the 2022 title? Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of our incredible videos. Keep an eye out for the next video. Bye for now.